Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let me just get things organized. Current blood sugar is up at 8.9. It's getting close to time to check my blood sugar, but I'll be doing that for dinner. I have 1.125 units of insulin. Today was up and down, but still within my acceptable range all day. Blood sugar looks like this: 96%. Above was 4. This has come down great. I'd like to get down a bit more. But yesterday, was it up at 11? 96%. Average sugar is kind of acceptable at 7.3. So we all are looking good. Today, let's put on my shoulder, sorry. I want to discuss morning lows. I've talked about nighttime lows, but what happens when you're low in the morning? And what could happen later? Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, so we know the importance that you shouldn't be low all night. And we went through the whole thing of checking your blood sugars at 4, whether you wake up and you take a look at this, which actually records them, or you just sleep right through them and then we'll deal with them in the morning. But there is another type of low, and that low is your early morning lows. Now, in most diabetics, from 4 to 5 is when your body's getting ready to wake up. And most people wake up to either okay blood sugars or high blood sugars. And we talked a bit about dawn phenomenon. You may want to go take a look down at my other videos listed and take a look at that. But what happens when you wake up low? Well, that's telling us that somehow during the night you're getting too much insulin. Now, whether you're giving shots or by the pump, you want to review. Take a look at what your blood sugars have done all night if you're on the pump. I found most of the time when I had a morning low, and I'm talking by 9 a.m., that it was because of a long acting insulin. I'm really enjoying this new pump, even though this is the phone receiver, but the pump's there, because it modifies the dose given throughout the day. If I'm dropping down, it won't give me basal rate. If I start going up, it will give me correction values. It's awesome. I'm getting better control than I have. I can go to bed, I can wake up not feeling sick, not being high, not being low. But if you are low, again, just like in the night, you should have supplies by your bed. Bottles of apple juice. Always have more than you expect to use. If you're like me and you have continual problems with low blood sugar, then you want to take your machine, take a look at it, decide with your doctor's advice. But first things first. We talked a bit about drinking or having quick acting sugar, whether it be sugary pop, apple juice. You want something quick into your system. You then want to wait 15 minutes. I don't usually go further than taking a quick drink of apple juice, and then I can go have breakfast 15 minutes later if I come back up. And that was pretty much it. Don't just get up and start racing around. Make sure you do your morning blood sugars. So much more than you've done in the past. Getting to see what that morning is. A low needs to be treated quickly. If you're racing around trying to get up, trying to get going, trying to race to work, I've done that, trust me. It was stupid. But we learned from our mistakes. Take your blood sugar. If it's low, deal with it, and then have breakfast. I thought about this, and ideally, I used to get up, go do what I had to do in the morning, getting ready for work, and then I would eat before I left. But I really should have got up, done my medication, ate, and then gone and get ready for work. That would probably give the sugar enough time to build up in my system and head straight out. I find personally, the quicker you respond to a low, the more advantageous it is for you. Sorry, I keep looking over there. But when you're having a severe low at night, you pretty well being down here all night. And it may take a bit more to come up. Now, don't skip on treating your low. No. Treat your low. If you find you're running late for work, call. It should not be an issue. Type 1 diabetes is nothing to laugh about, and neither is type 2. You need to deal with the urgency of it. It's not an emergency yet. So, what to have next by your bed? Well, some Lifesavers works. I always like to keep a full roll by my bed. But once they're open, I need to pass them off to someone else and get a fresh roll. If they're open, I'll just have a quick one before bed, and then they're not there when you need to. Something they keep trying to use here, and I've had so much of it, I've grown to an actual distaste of it, is the orange flavored Dex4. Any other flavor is fine. The orange flavor just really irks me. It's not good at all. So how much do you have? Well, towards the end, I would have a 6-pack of Coke. And then I would get those Kraft peanut butter squares, and I'd buy a case, and I'd keep that in my drawer or on the table by my bed. And people would say, "Why are you using Coke?" Well, I respond the best to the Coke. And they can tell you that here, the people that work here. But it's hard to always have Coke in stock when you're unable to go out and get some. So you want to make sure that you eat, and if it's by your bed, as I said in the all-night lows, having it by your bed is you don't have to get up and go searching for food. Because once you do that, you're going to have the same routine as in the middle of the night. You're going to eat so much. Oh, I gotta. If you do that, treat your lows effectively before moving on. You will learn that that's the best way to control your diabetes. People have used many things for lows, whether it's daytime or night. For me, I would drink syrup straight, maple syrup, not reduced, but I had some real maple syrup, and I would drink that, and that worked. I've used honey. I'd use whatever was in the refrigerator. But if you do that, you're going to find before lunch, you're going to be super high. Because you've done that, you've taken your meal insulin, you've had your meal, and things go off the chart. Don't use your breakfast meal as a way to treat your lows. Treat your lows with fast-acting sugar first, and then after you come up, you can have your breakfast then. That is probably your best bet. And just to review again, you want 15 grams of carbs, You want to test your blood sugar to make sure you're low if you're feeling it. If it comes back low, eat 15 grams of carbs, wait 15 minutes, have another 15 to 20 carbs to keep bringing up, and repeat if need be. It's important. Don't just go out and take stuff for the sake of eating. Oh, I want to eat everything. Nighttime lows are different from daytime because you eat at nighttime and you go back to sleep. The morning you're getting up, you have to do things. You have to go to work. You have to take your kids to school, whatever it is. You will find that you could have another low before lunch. And most of us now don't have morning snacks. That's the thing from years ago. When I first got diagnosed, you had breakfast, you had a mid-morning snack, you had lunch, you had an afternoon snack, you had dinner, and then you had a bedtime snack. So basically you were eating all day long. But the amount of insulin and control has changed. Now we have the pump. It can modify and keep you steady throughout most of the night, most of the morning. Even if you, by chance, don't eat, but you don't want to go without breakfast. I'm going to stop that right here. You're going to be hungry, and if you don't, you're going to pig out at lunch, and then your blood sugars start doing this because you overload in sugar, so you take more insulin, it comes down, and all through the day. That's my advice on morning lows. Check it out with your doctor. Anything that makes sense here that you want to try, check it out with your doctor. And with that, have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.